everybody from the 1982 TV action drama about the talking car, Michael Knight. Michael, thank you for joining me.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Patrick. Thank you. And I wasn't the one with the talking car.
I do know that because I'm one of your best friends. I mean, what I'm saying is that Knight Rider was just a very cool show. I mean, it's a talking car, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, who is the voice of the talking car?
William Daniels, I believe.
William Daniels, right?
Yeah, okay.
You know, he's 93 years old, and he lives in Brooklyn with his wife of 70 years. You guys still keep in touch?
No, I actually, I never had the pleasure of working with.
Right. No. I know that. Sorry about that. I'm back on track. Listen, but you know, Michael, if you had done the show, would have been life-changing, right? I mean, David Hasselhoff has done pretty well for himself.
Yeah, I'd say David's done.
I'm going to get to some questions here, Mikey. A lot of people may not know that in real life, and this is true, that you and David Hasselhoff have both been married to and divorced from the same woman, ex-soap actress Catherine Hickland. Isn't that true?
Yeah, yes, it is. Catherine has the distinction of divorcing one.
So,
Michael
Knight. That's another thing you have in common with David Hasselhoff, that you both were in failed marriages with the same woman. Michael E. Knight. What does the E stand for?
It's my Emish.
Emish?
Yeah. Emish.
And back when you originally joined the Actors Union, I heard that they actually made you take the E, Michael E. Knight, because Michael Knight was taken by an adult film star, actually a gay adult film star. Not that means anything, because I think all adult film stars are equal. Don't you, Michael?
I would have to say yes.
I'm going to change the subject. Michael, you were born in Princeton, New Jersey, right?
Yeah, you got that right.
Yeah. Okay. And since David Hasselhoff got the role that would have really made you famous, your biggest role to date, the one that pretty much everyone knows you for, is the legendary character of Jim Sanders in the 1987 romantic comedy Date with an Angel with Phoebe Cates. What was it like to work with Phoebe Cates? Was it intimidating?
No, Phoebe was wonderful. She was just lovely.
Had you seen Fast Times at Ridgemont High by that time?
Yeah.
So you were aware of the bikini scene by the pool?
Yes.
Just curious. That movie cost $8 million to make, but only made $1.9 million in ticket sales. How many of those tickets were your friends and family, Michael? Be honest. I'm just kidding. Was the studio disappointed with a 75% loss on their investment, Michael?
They did have to be. I
Got it. Listen, people may also remember your brief stint on a show called All My Children. And I'm sure everybody wants to know, how much did you make on that show?
I got by.
Okay. And Susan Lucci was on the show too, right?
Yes, she was. Yes. Yeah.
Did you guys ever go out or date?
No, I never had that honor.
That would have been amazing, right? Because you're 6'1" and she's like 4'5". Do you remember when I was on that show? Because I played Will Cortland. And I remember a time when we used to do personal appearances and you were invited to a car show as a celebrity guest in Detroit. And 6,000 screaming car fans all learned at the same moment that you weren't David Hasselhoff. Was that embarrassing?
Yes.
You actually won an Emmy for your work on All My Children.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Why didn't you send an American Indian up to collect your award like George C. Scott did?
Never thought about it.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Academy Award-winning actor George C. Scott, you did a play with him off Broadway called Wrong Turn at Lungfish, directed by Hollywood legend Gary Marshall. Isn't that right?
That's right. Right, Gary Marshall.
Didn't you accidentally send one of your castmates to the hospital during one performance? Wasn't there somebody famous in the audience that night?
Yes.
Who was it?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. And wasn't Penny Marshall sitting with him?
Yep.
Does that one wake you up at night and just want to kick you around?
Probably will tonight.
But it does. Hey, listen, you're recently back on Daytime, General Hospital, playing lawyer Martin Gray. Martin Gray. Do you think that's a dig? You think the writers are making fun of you because, you know, your age? Michael, I think most people want to know, I'm one of them, what's with the accent?
What accent?
Did you watch a lot of Andy Griffith growing up?
No.
Were you a big Jim Neighbors fan?
No.
Matlock?
Nope.
Did you like fried chicken? Hey, Jim Sanders, Date with an Angel, Colonel Sanders, General Hospital. It's pretty funny. Hey, listen, executive producer Frank Valentini says you're difficult. What does he mean by that?
Frank says I'm difficult.
Changing the subject. The nation is on lockdown. How do you feel about socially isolating?
Personally, I'm all for it.
Right. Do you find yourself watching a lot of Phoebe Cates movies?
Do you?
I do. Hey, listen, my guest tonight has been Michael Knight, but before we finish, I want to finish with a fun questionnaire invented by a man so pretentious he actually has a French name, Bernard Pivot. Michael, what is your favorite word?
Idiot.
What's your least favorite word?
Idiot.
Right. And what turns you on?
I beg your pardon?
Okay, what turns you off?
What does it matter?
Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the last one. Michael, if heaven exists, why wouldn't you be trying harder? Never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us. Thank you for watching. Thank you, first responders. Thank you, Daytime Cares. And remember, if it doesn't smell like soap, don't put it in your mouth.
Oh, I love you guys. Thank you so much, Michael.
Michael.